Lo is really a middle-aged black woman.
On this episode of Say Less with Kaz, Lo, and Rosy, White Kaz comes in with a crazy outfit. Rosy does not like the 69. We're trying to figure out if Pete Davidson deserves a statue in Long Island. And y'all figure out, I listen to Adele in the tub. All that and more coming up right now. What's poppin', people? Welcome back to another episode of Say Less with Kaz, Lowkey, Rosy. Obviously, you know, it's a little different now. Our boy he's
running a little late.
He's running a little late, but you know, we're gonna hold down the fort. We got Jake in the building. What's going on, Jake? You finally got a microphone?
Yes, sir.
All right. Rosy, how you doing?
I'm good. Don't give us too much shit, guys. It's just me and Lo today till Kaz gets here. He'll be in a second.
Listen. Y'all have seen us in our glory days. You have seen us have fun with each other. You have seen us get mad at each other. Now you're gonna see us in our different light, the two hosts.
I bet you we won't argue though.
No, I'll find a reason.
I know you will. Yeah.
I will find a reason.
And everybody here knows that too.
I will find it. I will always.
But it won't get as intense because you and Kaz get really.
It will. Depending on how much James.
Well, let's see how he feels.
It already started.
It already started.
You guys are disagreeing on how intense it's gonna be.
So let's feel it out and see how Kaz comes in.
How was your weekend?
My weekend was great. I was in DC and then I went to North Carolina.
Other shenanigans in DC. Take us through that. Because I saw a couple stories that you had a Patron bottle in your pants, and I don't know if that if you remember that.
First of all,
but no,
hear me out. This is like the second week in a row where I'd steal. I don't steal it because we
pay
for it.
So you still looking from the
I don't steal it. We pay for it. We just feel like if we didn't drink it, we should be able to take it
home. It's a federal offense for you to take the
We paid for it.
But you can't take it out.
I will represent myself in court for that.
Well, I guess this
it's mine.
I guess you're going to jail.
Except in Houston, I was dumb about it, and I put like brown liquor in a water bottle. They're like, Rosy, and I was like, it made sense.
You put
in my head.
brown liquor in a water bottle, a clear
it made sense
Poland
in my head
Spring
at the
water
time.
bottle.
I didn't get caught. Everything's fine. This time, we took the whole bottle.
In your pants?
It was in my pants.
In your pants. Okay.
It was in my pants. I went to watch Horrible Decisions live.
And how was it?
It was funny. It was really good.
It was good.
And although those are my friends, I don't really listen to the podcast, which I should, but it was really funny live.
I've never seen them live. Me and Kaz have been on the show, but their dynamic is one, you have to be ready for the.
Oh yeah, you
have to be ready for the bullshit.
There's toys. There's a bunch of shit. If you're not prepared, you will walk off.
So I can't imagine how the live show would be if
you know what the good thing about like having black men on that show is like you guys you'll figure it out. A white boy's gonna start blushing and get awkward. If he was uncomfortable,
when I was on that show, I was blushing throughout the entire episode.
What's the weirdest question they asked you? What was the most uncomfortable question they asked you?
It wasn't uncomfortable, but it was just like I wasn't ready for it. She was like, well, how many times do you eat ass? And I'm like,
that's a fair question.
I'm like, how many?
Like in your life or a week?
Yeah, like is it like a week? Is it like a
month?
day? Like I'm like, give me.
I need answers. Like,
give me context of how this is supposed to go.
Like how many times have you eaten ass ever?
Quite a few.
Okay, so at least you know that. But if you could count, then that's not really your thing. Right. That's fine.
No, it is my thing.
Oh my God!
It is my thing.
How was your weekend, bro?
Bro, my weekend was very quiet, very peaceful. Watched some college basketball, some college football. Watched the Giants are playing tonight, so I'll probably come in next week a little stressed out because we're playing the Bucks, so I know we're gonna lose. So
You might not.
No.
All right. I'm
we're gonna
optimist.
Lose. But no, I chilled out. Went to this HBO thing on Saturday. Saw the DMX documentary on HBO Max. It was very, very heavy. So shout out to Team Epiphany.
It's heavy, like sad, like I'm gonna cry.
You're gonna you're gonna realize how much you love and miss DMX. You're gonna laugh. You're gonna understand like how much he was connected to his hood, to his people, to his fans. And then at the end, you know the story. So that's going to be very difficult to watch and very difficult to digest, especially if you remember like what you were doing. And, yeah.
It's
20, 30. Yo, that was the best documentary I've ever seen.
I don't like mushy stuff. Right. I cry easy nowadays. So you know what's funny about our last episode? We were talking about Kanye and Drake, and I asked Lo.
Okay.
I asked Lo before we got into it. I said, Lo, Do you think we're ever gonna get a song from Kanye and Drake? Do you think they're ever gonna be friends? Blah blah. And Low, what did you say?
No. I said I don't want a song from them. I didn't say that they weren't going to be friends. I couldn't call this, and we're referring to the Drake and Kanye
the quote unquote truce.
Yeah, the truce concert in LA on December 9th. Now, I said I didn't want a song from them.
It's just funny that as we're talking about this, what happened immediately after the episode, after filming?
Oh, fuck.
Who made him read I forgot.
Oh, Jay Prince.
Yeah.
Jay Prince. Yeah. Jay Prince. He's got to ring the doorbell.
Hold on. Is Kaz here?
I think Kaz is here.
Where's Kaz?
Kaz don't ring the doorbell.
Kaz don't ring the doorbell.
Come on in, buddy.
There he is. What's up, Kaz?
Come on in, buddy.
Kaz look a little different today. I don't know. Kaz, you looking...
What's up,
okay.
Fella?
He's still wearing the pants.
No, he looks like still wearing the tight pants.
It's the energy.
Has a better shoe collection.
Feels that way.
He has better shoes today.
I'm
proud of you.
I happen to be in the area.
Oh, you just wanted to swing by and just say what's up?
Saying what's up. I was in Holland Tunnel traffic.
Oh.
Figured I waited out.
That was just in the area, just like you're hanging out in the Holland Tunnel. Like, let me go see what Kaz and Low and Rosy do.
What's going on?
First and foremost, thank you for
the
coming in and having some fun with us. One, I want to say congratulations to your newfound success and
thank you.
New deal, and
appreciate it.
You and Maul are doing great things right now. So just before we get to all your shit, we're talking about the Kanye and Drake thing.
Okay.
So pause on congratulating you. Hold on.
We'll get back to that. Yeah. We'll get back to the the
that
shenanigans.
Was classic Kanye.
But in your perspective and you knowing all this and following all this, like, what do you think or how do you view?
Is the truce bullshit? Is what?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It definitely gave me 50 in Game vibes when they fake made up in Harlem that one time.
Yeah.
After everything that happened around the corner.
Didn't Minister Farrakhan orchestrate that?
Yeah, you could clearly see Game and 50 did not want to be there, hated each other.
Right.
Like, there's gonna be no beef, and then within an hour, I believe, we're putting out records against each other, and friends were shooting friends allegedly. So seeing them together kind of did
that mirrors that. You think?
I'm saying like their faces in the photo.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's not genuine. Just their faces in the photo. Jay Prince was Farrakhan in that regard, and it just felt like they were just there to do it. Now, I don't know what this is. I actually just bought tickets to the show.
Oh, so you're going?
So I am going to go, yeah.
Okay.
And I'm not relying on my resources for passes. So I was like, let me just go straight up buy a ticket.
Where is it going to be here in LA?
No, it's in LA. It's the Forum in LA.
I think it's at the Coliseum.
Oh, Coliseum.
But
so I just don't get how this connection with Drake and Kanye, what does that correlate to Larry
Did
Hoover?
they just do this for this concert?
Like what is that? How does that make that situation better or?
Well,
or
it's one of those bring attention to the issue thing. So I don't know why.
Like, it could have been done without a concert, is what I'm saying.
For sure, and I think it's just trying to bring awareness to Larry Hoover because, as Freddie Gibbs said, Kanye is GD Jakes. But they're trying to bring fucking awareness, I guess.
I don't see it being genuine. I don't see Drake really want to be involved in this. I see Kanye like this is a moment for him. This is something he wanted to do with Drake. I don't see this lasting long, is what I'm saying.
I think they just ran into a time where, like, when Ye and Scorpion dropped around the same time, it was fine because Ye was a fucking piece of trash, and Scorpion was cool. Not my favorite Drake album, but it was a good album.
Mm-hmm.
But it was clear who the victor was and what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
Kanye was clearly having some mental problems too. Drake was obviously the #1 rapper in the world. So there's no reason to really make up. And I think when they were playing this fucking cat and mouse game of who was going to release Donda or CLB first,
right.
Had one of them done drastically better or there was a clear winner in who had the better album or the better moment, I don't think they would have made up. Both of those albums are good. They're not great. They didn't have a crazy impact. The rollouts had way more of an impact. Mm. So say CLB smashes on Donda. Mm. Drake is not making up with Kanye. Both the albums were on the same level playing field. So it's like, all right, at this point, the beef, what the fuck is the point?
Okay, so now I see.
Because there's no winner here.
Yeah, I don't think like Ye was kind of like scared of the smoke. Like
no.
he don't want no more smoke.
I don't think Kanye West is scared of any smoke at all.
I mean,
He's
I think he's too far gone to even like worry about.
His fucking his confidence is not in delusional levels because Kanye obviously we know what he does, but his confidence I don't think would ever allow him to be scared.
So like I never looked at it like that because like the impact of these albums lasted like for but so long.
Yeah.
So if one eclipsed the other, then there was like, well, we're not squashing the beef.
Yeah, the beef would continue. Whoever the victor was would go on to their next album and say, "Look at me, I fucking smashed Drake, I smashed Kanye West."
I never looked at it like that.
But yeah, I just there was no point. Like they did all this rah-rah shit before these 2 albums, and I think they kind of realized that we don't care anymore. Like we just want the music. Yeah,
I always said that. I said, yo,
was like,
bro,
I'm not paying attention
everything
to this.
else outside of what they're doing is not speaking to the music. It's the bullshit with Drake. It's the bullshit with Kanye. It's Kanye, doing weird shit. It's Drake doing weird shit. I'm like, where's the music? Because both albums were delayed like crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all we're paying attention to. That's why I said like their cattiness is like they're like 2 bitches.
Well, I think it was like what Rory said. I think they were playing like, who's gonna do it first? Because I want to see how your shit does before I drop my shit. Right? You know, like
yeah. But it just now it's this. Now it's a benefit concert, and like you said, I'm glad they're bringing attention to the issue. But it's just like, do either one of them really want to be there?
Do you think it just reached the point where it was just mutually beneficial for both of them in what they were trying to kind of bring some attention to themselves, or what?
Yeah, I think so, and I think Kanye, like you ever argue with your girl and both of you are prideful, and then like one person says, "Do you want to get something to eat?" and then like there's the out for the argument. Like I could feel better now. Yeah. One person was a bigger man. I think Kanye just gave. I think Drake was over this shit too. Just gave him an out. And not to say Larry Hoover is an excuse by any means, because I think it is great that they're bringing awareness to that. That was kind of the easy out. And he's standing next to my man's Jay Prince. Like, it's an easy way to end this without someone
going too
looking.
far.
Yeah, exactly.
Without going too far.
And now we have a cause behind it. Like, it just gave them an out. That's really
so after this is said and done, we don't have to worry about this shit. Like the music is gonna be what we want it to be. We don't have to like take shots at each other anymore. Now it's just completely done. Like you said, there's an out.
Now are y'all the ones that ask, do you want to go eat after arguing with your girl?
If I'm hungry.
Are y'all the ones to break the ice?
That was a good segue. It depends on what the matter is.
Because I'm the type to sleep so uncomfortably just to not face you. If I'm so mad.
You gotta get over that. As someone or
should just go to
you know what I'm talking about.
Or
we're getting too old for that.
Or just go to therapy and figure it out.
No, I don't want to talk to you. I'll talk to you later. I'm not over it yet.
For me, it's like, how detrimental is the issue to our relationship? Like, if it's something I can just get over and swallow my pride, like let's get.
But you're proud. I don't see you saying that first.
If it's
I see you being like fine.
If it's causing stress to our situation, I will be. I will be the person to be like, all right, let's stop.
I mean,
like let's stop. I'm that person. Like, all right, let's stop.
As long as we're not gonna just move past why I'm pissed off. If I say let's go eat, we should find a new approach to talk about it. And
so you still want to address it?
Of course.
He's like, Rory, I'm not letting it go. Yeah. I'm putting a pause on it because I'm hungry.
You never let anything go.
But that's what
he
when I was
hungry. That's
super fucking prideful and would just sit there angry. It would to show. I've really analyzed why I do certain shit. See, my anger comes from being unheard, and my pride comes from the fear that you won't understand how pissed off I am.
You strike me as the type to send a long text message afterwards. Like you won't talk to me in the house, but then when I leave, you're like, you know what it is?
I'm not.
One word answers with a period.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm over that long text. Like if we can't talk about it in person, one word answers. Okay.
And tone just gets lost in text.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I'm a texter though, because I'm scared of my attitude in person. So I'm like, I'll just.
Well, we already know you have anger issues.
Yeah, I have a little bit of anger issues. They're getting better.
I've never seen you mad before. But granted, I mean, we've never been in a scenario where I think you would have to be mad.
Or at someone around.
Exactly.
You probably.
And I've seen you bartend where you could easily get pissed.
No, I've been pissed. You probably were lost in the crowd.
I've seen her pissed at like. The VL or wherever you used to bartend.
Everywhere, but
you get mad at
rest in peace.
Partons.
Yeah.
What a time.
This episode of Say Less with Kaz, Lowkey, and Rosy is brought to you by McDonald's, proudly serving communities since 1965. Low, Rosy, Jake, everybody here knows how much we bangs with McDonald's, okay? When I was a kid, I used to have my birthday parties there, get my little happy hats, get my happy meals, all that type of stuff. It's always been like an unofficial like community center back in the day, right? Like I know you told me about, going back to school with the fresh fries.
Listen, man.
After the doctor's appointment.
Not the fresh fries. The Egg McMuffin.
Egg McMuffin.
The hash brown.
Hash browns.
Tall OJ.
Yes.
And dancing in front of my teacher. You can't afford this, Miss Simmons. Let me finish my breakfast.
Not Miss Simmons.
Yes.
I had a specific memory.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Rosie, you got any specific McDonald's memories back in the day as a kid?
Just leaving for lunch in high school to go to McDonald's was a flex.
So you had the cool high school where they
cool
let you go get lunch in the middle of the day.
Like, if you got a car, go ahead, get it.
I ain't mad
Cool,
at
got
that.
it.
Exactly.
Come back with the fries and McChicken.
There you go.
That's right.
It's good breakup food,
Lit.
too.
Wow. Anyway, this has been McDonald's.
Speaking of getting mad in relationships, have we all listened to Adele?
I got halfway through. Not all the way there.
I've listened to it. I listened to it in the tub, which I discussed in our last. I just came from our
That's only
recording.
right, though, I feel.
We just recorded our episode, and I kind of did a deep dive in how I got the tub ready. I had a soak.
So you soaked in the tub. You had the shampoo.
Did you have candles?
And
Of course.
Ooh.
I didn't do it for Adele. The timing was just right. I was like, oh, well, I have to play
Yes, you
something.
did.
Let me play the Adele album.
I think you set the mood perfectly. You had a glass
did the
of wine.
bathtub
some
make you
candles.
like feel like you understood the album a little bit better?
Oh yeah, I think she recorded it in the tub. It felt
we
tub
can ask,
vibes
we can ask Raven about that too.
for sure. Raven, imagine Adele asking Raven, "Hey, can you come in the bathroom? Take this flick from me."
And then writing like one of the best songs that she's ever had.
Honestly,
I love
tub
the album.
music.
Huh?
That's tub music. I respect
Adele's tub music. Drake is tub music.
it. Drake is not tub music.
I don't know if I'm listening to Drake in the tub.
Drake is
for girls.
Is a young woman in there with me? I don't know if just me and Aubrey can get intimate in the tub.
If I'm in my feelings, I would definitely listen to Drake in the tub.
Drake is on edge music. Like Drake is like, don't go home drunk and listen to Drake by yourself.
I would listen to Marvin's Room in the tub.
Why?
And
who
you
did
know how
you called
emotional I am.
somebody immediately. You see, that's why you can. That's like suicide watch music.
But yeah, so like, what are your thoughts?
I mean, the tub is already a coffin shape anyway. So.
all right.
All right.
All right. Let's not get
There
too
comes
dark.
the morbid.
But yeah, no. What are you like? Don't deep dive into it. But like, what are your thoughts on?
I thought it was a good balance of sadness that we love from Adele and growth, because it's called 30, and we know obviously she does the age shit. It felt like I'm getting into my 30s. It's just not sad heartbreak music that you go through in your 20s. Felt like some light at the end of the tunnel. And Adele is the only woman on earth that takes accountability, especially in music.
Wow.
The
only woman on earth?
Adele, shit, the single before this album, when she was dating Mac Wilds in the video, Hello.
Oh yeah.
That was the only time. Go back and listen to Hello by Adele. I've never heard a woman speak that way, ever. She was like, yo, this shit was all my fault. I apologize. I was a terrible person.
What's wrong with y'all taking accountability?
First of all, I take accountability. I might not apologize, but I'll tell you where I fucked up.
So why wouldn't you apologize if you know you fucked up?
Hold on. Look, can we not just skip? That's not taking accountability.
That's what I'm like, that's not. I don't know if you know what accountability means, but that's not the definition.
I can admit where I fucked up and where I was wrong and my faults, but do I apologize? Probably not, because that's just something I had to go through, and I'm sorry if you got hurt in the meantime, which is kind of an apology.
It's not.
But
that is the definition of toxic.
Yeah, like that's not accountability. I'm sorry if you felt that way. Like,
well,
bro, like
men do that all the time. I got it from you guys.
Okay, we're talking about you right
about
now.
you.
Let's stop trying to deflect.
Wow,
Rosy.
Wow, that's where I
you.
got it from you guys. Okay, men doing it so much where I'm like, that kind of works. Because it's like you're like, well, at least he's like admitting that he fucked up.
I can as I've gotten older, I've learned to recognize my faults and be like, yo, back 4 months ago, y'all was bugging, and I know I was bugging. I know I put you through a lot of shit. So like I've done that in my last relationship where I had to double back and be like, yo, my fault. Like I was tripping.
And what was her response to it?
Wow, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how long did it take?
Those
things are
I will
important
say
people.
something about men.
What?
Some will apologize like when it doesn't matter no more, like 9 years later. Like, you could be married with kids, and here comes your ex.
No, but like
with the future text, like, I just want to apologize for what I did wrong.
Me and
it doesn't matter. I don't want it now.
Me and the girl were still we were still communicating, not dealing with each other, but we were communicating. And it was a moment that I was chilling with her one night, and I just like let it just all pour out. I'm like, yo, I didn't mean to put you through that. I was going through this.
Did you think like she would get back with you if you did that?
No. It wasn't for me. It wasn't the intention of like rekindling our situation. It was just like,
it's toxic.
Yeah, it's like motherfucker.
Not everyone apologizes to have to get something back in return.
That's
no, sometimes you realize shit and you want to apologize.
And then your next text is like, so you want to hang out?
Bro, if she never,
you need to meet more men, Rosy.
I know a lot.
But no, if she never said a word to me after that, I'd have been like, fine. But at least you knew, or you know
like
how I felt.
Closure?
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure she was understanding of why I was acting the way I was acting. So I just made it just clear.
Do you want a fake apology? Like, if Lo would have apologized in the moment, not knowing really what he did wrong, he would just be saying sorry to say it. It took him some time to realize it, and he gave a genuine apology.
Because I've said sorry in the moment just to say sorry.
Of course.
To get the shit done.
It doesn't mean shit, though.
Yeah, I don't like that. That's why I don't like telling men like how to treat me either, because then they start doing shit that they don't want to do.
No, first of all,
just because you're asking.
That's so a terrible strategy too, Rosy.
I wouldn't do that.
You
do. I'll tell him what I don't like.
Women need to really stop finding. I always see those memes of like, oh, I love when he does things without asking, or like he knew how to love me right away. All this like fantasy shit.
Yeah.
You do need to tell people how to love you. And how to treat you and how to do something.
Yeah, you do need a blueprint.
Yes,
you got to learn.
But after a certain point, like, if I tell you once or twice and you're still doing, I'm like, all right, well, at this point, this is what you're choosing to do.
That's different. That's a different scenario.
Yeah, that's
for sure. If you're asking for things and they're ignoring it, then yes, of course you can feel away. But you can't be sitting there like, man, I really hope he figures out how I want to be loved.
Like, I don't know what's in your head. I don't know what you like.
That's not where I was going with it in my brain.
No, but you do have to have somebody where you can be comfortable explaining like, hey, man, this is what I like. This is what I'm into. You know, this is where I want to be. This is where I want to go. Like those things. If you don't have that, a nigga will just be sitting there like you're trying to be a mind reader, and then the frustration will come out from you, it'll come out from him, and then
here we are.
But do you even know how you want to be loved?
Oh shit, here we go.
Do you? You know what I know? I know what the things I don't like. And that's all I know. Like there's certain shit I just don't like.
Why is that a popular thing?
It's not because
Chief Keef.
There's some things that we can compromise, you know, but there's some things I'm not willing to compromise, which is the shit I don't like.
But it's like you know yourself, growing up with yourself, you know pretty much everything you like.
Nobody really knows themselves.
I'm not saying that you know yourself.
We don't really know.
I'm saying you should know what you
like. I don't know
like.
what I'm gonna like until I like it. Sometimes I'm like not open, and I'm like, oh, I actually do like this.
That's why maybe you shouldn't have so many compromises that you can't deal with. Maybe you should learn.
One minute, breaking you down right now.
Rory,
what? I'm just saying.
I don't have that many. I'm just saying there's certain shit I just know I like.
You have
the
basic shit that you do like, right?
Right.
Tell me 3 basic things that you do like.
Basic, mad cliche, but honesty. Okay. Seriously, honesty. I do like people that take initiative.
Okay.
I like men that take initiative, and is funny one of them? Because I like to have a good time when I'm around you. Because I can forget some bullshit if you're funny.
Now 3 of those 3 things.
Well, hold on. Let's start with the first one. Listen, man,
honesty.
We've all been there.
I know.
We've laughed some draws off that we didn't deserve.
Exactly.
We wasn't supposed to like.
Exactly. There's some shit y'all shouldn't have done.
You was just extra funny that night.
Y'all are funny, and then it's like, bro,
she wouldn't have fucked you before. So you're saying you want people to know how to love you,
right?
Without you saying.
I don't want to have to I just want them to be who they are. I don't want to have to change anyone.
Okay. But you have to you got to at least have a conversation with them so they understand the direction they're going in.
Honesty is a loaded word. I could be honest with you, but you may not like my delivery and how honest I am. Mm-hmm. The words I use, how you react to honesty, because women really want an honest man until they meet one. And then he starts really being honest with them, and they can't handle that type of honesty. Or the delivery in which they give their honesty.
Man, don't tell the truth.
You need to
lie.
Bro, he's helping you unpack this shit.
This is how men be thinking. This is why I don't tell the truth.
Look
at that. Because if you're begging for honesty, you need to tell me how you want your honesty delivered.
Which is why you have to tell.
And then you'll find out you probably don't even want honesty.
9 times out of 10, nobody wants honesty.
No,
if we're keeping it a buck.
I mean, there's so many different elements to this that we could just talk about
No,
this
I
all
mean,
day.
we can go like
We're not
for
gonna get
hours
into that.
now.
What I'm saying is there's different types. Like, all right, how about this? I respect initial honesty.
Mm-hmm.
How about that? Where it's like
without intention.
Where it's like no, like whereas like I meet you and you tell me your whole situation, whether it's good or bad. You know, like if you're married, if you're engaged, if you have 3 bitches, like I respect that because you're giving me a choice of what I want to be in. And a lot of men are scared to lose like any potential situation they got going on with you over the truth. And I'm like, bro, it's worse if you start something with me and then I find out.
Yeah, of course.
So I would say initial honesty, and after that, like we'll talk about the rest.
All right, so with the initial honesty, you mentioned something very, specific.
Because that's usually what it is.
I mean,
there's only certain situations that a dude should tell me about. You live with your baby mom, don't lie to me and tell me you're not with her. Just
so
tell
if
me.
a man came to you,
Look at what the only part of honesty she thinks is in the world.
No, I'm saying initial because you're right. Sometimes it can get lost in like delivery and wording.
So a man comes to you and says, "Listen, I fuck with you. I think you're cool as hell, but I'm married. I'm married and I got 2 kids.
Yeah.
Do you run or do you?"
How is that an
It
honest
depends. No, that's an honest man because
an honest man.
he's giving you the choice.
Is he a faithful man? No, but is he an honest man? Yeah.
He's not being honest to his family.
We're talking about her.
We're not-
So-
What he's doing
We're
with his
not
family is
talking
his
about
business.
that.
No, they don't care. As long as you're honest with them,
With
they can
them,
you
like,
can be
yeah.
a dirtbag anywhere else.
Bro.
Yeah.
Like,
No, women, they like the honesty buffet. That's
Yeah,
really all it
because-
is.
let me choose. Let me choose what type of honesty I want, and
But
let me just keep ordering
I tell
this
men
shit
all
out.
the time, I'm like, you might lose the chick for a little bit, but she's gonna be like, you know what? At least he told me the truth.
That's
and come
that's
back
literally
around.
like the always the response. At least he was honest.
Well, that's how low the bar is to some degree. Like, you could have... That's what's
also,
so crazy. That a chick would be turned on
There's that.
because she's been lied to so much. Be like, yo, I had a wife and kid. Like, I'm probably...
Take it.
I probably just want to beat. Like, we don't have to really do nothing. I
Yeah.
don't really want to go out with you. She's like, oh my God, he told the
He
truth.
told
That
the
nigga
truth.
told the truth, despite
Fucking
him having a
soul.
fucking entire family.
So how do we do this? Like the week? No,
Is the bar that low? Is it like really that bad?
it's really bad out here.
Do you believe in lying to protect?
Uh-oh.
Do you believe in leaving certain things out because maybe that the truth is really none of
The
your business?
omission, do you omit?
I feel like you do.
Because
I
omission
feel
is not as
like-
bad as lying. It's just like I didn't tell you the full.
not?
Right
Women-
now, it's just like it's up front, like the initial honesty. Like yo,
The initial
I'm
honesty.
not here for it. I'm not. We can have fun, we can chill, but I'm
Right.
not. I'm not there.
We didn't get to rebounds yet, but let's talk about
Well,
rebounds.
all right, so obviously, I mean, if you guys are following the story, Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson, the oddest fucking couple that I've ever seen, are dating or hanging out or going to dinner or family trips, whatever the case.
No,
is.
they were holding hands and wearing matching pajamas. They're dating.
Kanye was with somebody at some event, some chick that looks just like Kim K, and then
Who is watching North?
It's Kim Kardashian.
She's at
Chris?
Six Flags. He's on top of a pyramid somewhere. Like, who is watching
Travis
Saint?
and Kylie.
Oh yeah, they ain't got.
Travis got a lot of time on his hands right now, so yeah, he's doing baby duties. But yeah, so like this, I don't get this pairing. I don't understand it.
I don't get Pete Davidson at all. He bags bitches.
He's slaying some
See,
dick.
because he's
Yeah,
funny.
Wait,
See what I'm
what?
talking about?
He's
slinging some
funny
dick.
and he's dark and depressive,
Outside.
and women love men that are dark.
Do you like that?
depressive?
Do you find that?
I don't really-
Physically, I think he's
not
funny.
not physically, but
But
like
he's
mentally.
funny. If I ever met him and he was really, really funny in person, I'd consider him.
Well, you're a chuckle fucker. That's why.
He's
Wow.
a what? a what?
She'll
might
fuck
be.
someone if they make a laugh.
A chuckle.
True.
fuck?
Well, that's a
fuck
term.
some
I didn't
weird-
make that.
Bro,
up. That's a
I
real
fuck some
thing.
weirdos because
But
of
no,
that.
but he looks like Casper the Friendly Ghost with clothes on. Like he's
But he's
pale.
bagging the bag.
I don't
Here's the
get
thing.
it. I don't
You
get
kind
it.
of sound like a hater.
No. All right, no,
What are you mad about?
No, let me rephrase.
Is it because he's white?
No.
Well, is he white? What is he?
Yeah, he's white.
I think
He's
he's
Staten
biracial.
Island.
He
No,
no,
I
he,
think he's biracial.
he's racially ambiguous in the face, but I believe he's just a white kid from Staten Island. He's very. You don't really
I
know.
thought he was mixed.
Like he definitely worked at a Greek diner at one point. You were like,
Or deli.
And he was
what type of race are you?
But also, I think Kim.
I just don't get the pairing. That's all.
I think Kim, and I said this, and I saw a meme yesterday, and I was mad because I already said it. I was like, she saw Courtney and was like, let me go that route.
Oh, because Courtney's with Travis Barker.
Yes. She saw
So, like,
Courtney and was like,
Oh,
I'm
they're
going
trying
to
to
go.
one up each other.
pale
Oh.
Like,
tattoo.
we've never seen Kim do this
That's what
shit.
yeah, okay. All right, now,
Like,
that
get
was-
out
that
of
was
here.
good, that
She was
good,
like,
that
well, my
good.
sister's happy.
Yeah, so because
Let me find a
clearly
let me find a
all
little.
the
Megan
boy-
Fox with a MGK.
Yes.
I see. This is
It's a
trending.
thing.
Oh,
It's a
shit.
thing. It's a new thing.
oh, you in the video?
A bad
you
bitch
uncovered.
with a tatted weirdo white boy, I guess.
So
Guys,
so now
listen, white guys, if you're tall, don't do any skincare routine. Don't drink much water.
And be funny.
Look really fucked like you're literally walking out of rehab.
Eat mad fried foods.
Throw a neck tattoo and you're golden.
Bro, so like black eyes are out of style right now?
I mean, Kim K is about to make it. She's very known to make things
that. No,
I
fashionable.
also
we
don't
were-
care about this at all, by the way. I will say, since I'm being Kaz today,
Kaz would
Today-
have a ball.
Kaz, no,
with this,
Kaz, yo,
actually.
Kaz, that's why I brought it up because
Kaz
Kaz
would have
I
would
will
like.
be. Can I
Kaz
be,
would
can I
like
be the
this.
Staten Island representative today?
Go ahead, please.
Oh yeah.
Please do.
Are you from
Fu-
Staten Island?
No, I'm not. But
Okay,
I'm
cool.
Kaz is, so
Well,
I'm
yeah,
Kaz
you're right.
today.
Yeah.
I feel like they need to put a statue of Pete Davidson on the Staten Island ferry. The amount of superstars Pete Davidson has brought to fucking Staten Island.
Right.
You think Ariana Grande was ever going to Staten Island?
I don't even think she knew where that shit was.
No,
She
she
was-
had no idea.
Chilling at the Staten Island Zoo.
So he was.
She got
so
Kim
he-
Kardashian over here.
So what's his list? What's his hit
I will
list?
say something. I
Who's-
feel
who's
like
he dating?
Ariana Grande.
He's up there. He's doing Nick Cannon numbers.
All right, yeah. Google who Pete
I feel
Davidson
like Ariana, I feel like you could bag her if you met her.
Who?
Ariana Grande. Cause she, yeah.
Yeah, you know.
So I have a thing.
I don't. You
I
got a
feel
thing with
like-
her?
I have a thing.
Oh,
with,
wait.
Oh, well, you.
I was you
No,
gonna
no,
say it
no.
on the
Oh,
pod?
I'm like,
No, I have-
you
Talk to
did-
us later.
You're gonna debut this right here on this show?
No, I was not mentioned in Thank You Next. There was no Rory bar in there.
I just feel like she would like you if she met you. I mean,
She just looks
Kate Beckham.
like
She does.
she looks like a
Willis
little
neck tat.
She looks annoying as
She looks like a
fuck,
little
bro.
girl. I'm not saying she's not pretty, but she just looks like
A brat style.
a little girl to me, and that I don't find
She
that
looks like a brat
sexually
style.
Yeah, I
attractive.
can't. Yeah, and that's the thing that I've always had with her. Like, I can never really find her sexually attractive. Like, she's pretty, but like, she doesn't have that raw magnitude because she does look like a little
He
like
dated
high
And
Katy
school.
also-
Perry? Is that Katy Perry?
I don't know. And
Am I
also,
being-
who the fuck
okay.
are we? Like, Ariana Grande is way doper than Lo and I, and I'm sure she doesn't want to fuck either of us. So this,
Yeah,
our
it
opinion
never
here
will.
does not
Yeah,
matter.
It never,
at
yeah,
all.
it never will.
Look
But-
at the picture they chose for him. This is
So all right, so that's
strange.
Ariana Grande. Who's the other two?
Just bad bitches that he didn't deserve.
Kazie David.
Oh yeah, he
Kate
dated
Beckham.
Larry David's daughter. No, hey yo, put his jersey in the rafters.
Yo,
Really?
Yeah. I
And the
didn't
fact
know
that Larry David has a very attractive daughter is hysterical to me.
Well, we don't know what he looked like when he was
the
young.
nuance,
Larry
the nuance
Davis,
in that is hilarious.
Larry Davis looked the same way since we were young.
Bro,
That is true.
So we don't know how he
the
looked when
white-
he was younger.
He's the white Morgan Freeman. He's been
Yes.
old my whole life. It hasn't changed at all.
Yes, he's looked the same exact way.
bro, but I just don't.
so maybe young Larry David was fine.
And, you know, honestly, maybe I am hating. I don't get it.
no, I don't get it. And I'm
I don't
a
like.
female.
If I sound like I hate it, just let me know. Put in the comments. You know, hit me on Twitter. I just how?
I'm telling you, it's
What-
because he's
like,
funny,
what-
bro. It's because he's funny.
That's crazy.
That's all it is. Oh my God, what is?
And he just looks dead every time you see him.
You know how like that theory that women always want a guy they can like fix. They always go after the guy that I can
Clearly,
change
none of
it.
these
I can
women
change
have
him.
fixed this nigga at
He's
all.
like the bottom of he needs to really be fixed.
No, Kim doesn't
So that's why
want
they
that.
came
Can we
on
get
to
this?
him?
Can we get this gentleman a bottle of water?
No, Kim K wanted a
Or some
boyfriend
oxygen.
that can get along with Travis Barker, and it was not going to be Kanye.
But back to the Staten Island thing. You got to realize Pete Davidson bringing Kim Kardashian
look at
to Staten Island
She
is
was-
like
she was in Staten Island.
That's Kate Beckinsale.
I think-
Just Google
Kate Beckinsale.
Pete Davidson's dating record.
That's ridiculous.
That's
It's a
what we're
page-
looking at.
it's a
Have
page
you
six
guys
article.
ever met or dealt with any women from Staten Island?
I have a couple friends from Staten Island.
No.
So
the only time I would go to Staten Island was when my sister used to live
With
over
the
there.
spray tans?
Kim Kardashian going to Staten Island would legitimately be like when they moved the rock and the temple was empty and then Jesus rose and they were like, wait, the Lord and Savior is here. Kim Kardashian getting off the Staten Island ferry is Easter
Bro,
in Staten Island.
Yo, I swear, if he
That
took
is
her-
their
But
God.
if they were all together, I was right. Look, they were all together. She just wanted someone to go on double dates with.
she saw that first from her sister. She saw that,
And now they're engaged, so she's like, I wanna-
Which Kardashian
Kourtney.
is that? That's Courtney. She saw Courtney dating Travis, like you said. Then she was like, "Well, I'm done with Kanye. I can't be left out the fray. So now I'm gonna go get me somebody."
It's been a week.
It's
and they move on
Just
very
seen her at
quick.
the arena.
They move on very quickly. But anyway,
damn, J-Lo would never. Well, let me shut up.
J-Lo spun the block,
There-
so like
there-
let's not
Let me
give her
shut
too
up.
much credit. Like
Not
she
giving
went
her
into-
that-
she
All
didn't get a
right.
lot
I
of
feel like she
shit.
did
Like
this exact thing with
Alright.
Ben
She
Affleck.
was
She-
the number one move on married.
Bro,
No,
next
no.
person.
But I'm saying that.
She would never go to Staten Island.
who?
Yeah, I don't think.
You think so?
Who won't go to Staten Island?
Who,
J-Lo.
J-Lo?
Jake. Bro, she's from the Bronx.
I know people from the Bronx don't go to Staten Island.
That's what I'm saying.
I would.
I think that's what she would have dropped. If Ben Affleck was from Staten Island,
I
she'd be
would
like,
see.
I
I
can't do
would
that.
see J Lo going to the Bronx before Kim Kardashian. I mean, going to the Staten Island before Kim Kardashian.
Really?
I mean, you never know. J Lo could have been fucking you God on the low and no one knew. I'm joking. I don't know who's
Bro,
buried.
where the fuck do you come up with this shit?
I'm just thinking of why you would go to Staten Island.
Why you got?
Why you like not Raekwon, not Ghostface, not Method Man, you God.
I mean,
bro,
I just feel like you
there
God.
are 4 members, not RZA, Old Dirty.
I feel like
God?
you God is kind of like the fact
RZA.
that he's in Wu-Tang Clan and like, only probably got most of the verses on the second and third album. Like he got to be kind of ill because they fuck with him.
Bro, now I see why you're great.
Like I feel like you God
really
must have been like the OG. Like we just need you in the group real quick. Like we fuck with you. We'll really rap, and you just like be here. We need your strength.
You do the rest.
Yeah,
I got a funny you guys story. I interviewed Ghostface for the 25th anniversary of Iron Man.
Going to the show tonight.
Huh?
I'm going to the show tonight
Where?
at Terminal 5. Ghostface is doing Iron Man in its entirety. Jizz is doing Liquid Swords in its entirety. Raekwon and Ghost are doing Only Built for Cuban Links in its entirety.
All at 25.
I have a plus. Would you like to come?
Just say yes, Lo. Just say yeah.
But go ahead.
No, so the collaboration between Ghost and you got on Shay Shay's Love, Ghost, whatever. Ghostface did not want to do that record.
Okay.
Did not want to do that record, and you guys was like, "Yo, come on, man, just get on this record, get on this record, get on this record." He's like, "Man, I'm not doing it." That record blew up, and you guys never thanked Ghostface for getting on the record. To this very day, he never thanked him like, "Yo, thanks for getting on the record."
But why would I have to thank you?
Because he was trying to tell, you guys was trying to tell Ghost that this record's gonna be big. It's gonna be a big record. It's gonna be big for both of us. But he was like, but Ghost was like, "I don't want to do it. I'm not gonna do it." So you guys literally had to convince him to get on the record, and it became, I think, you guys biggest single or whatever the case was. So it was he never said thank you for getting on the record.
Ghost never said thank you, or
no, you guys never said thank you.
But if that's my man's, and honestly,
But
we have
to beg him to do it, pretty much,
That's what I'm saying.
But we have to we view Wu-Tang differently because we are not in Wu-Tang Clan. We look at Ghost as this crazy person, and you God was just not as popular as Ghost.
Right.
To you God, I don't know. That could be his little homie. You owe me that. We're friends. He looks at Ghost as family and at the same level, same peer. You're not a superstar to me.
Right.
You're my man's. And if I ask you to do something, I don't think I need to beg you and not to say that happened or anything. But no, I don't think. No,
it was just something.
You God wouldn't have to owe him that. That's my family.
It was just a fucking funny story. I remember when I was interviewing about the 25th anniversary of Iron Man. He said that he hated that. He hated doing that album. He said he felt like it was rushed. The label forced him to do it. He was depressed at that time. His man had just got locked up. Some of the songs he really didn't like. And I'm thinking that's your best work. And he was like, bro, I hate that. I hate that album.
Interesting. I mean, Supreme Clientele is my favorite, but
yeah,
Iron Man is fucking great. Have you guys watched the Wu-Tang series?
Yeah.
On Hulu?
Yeah.
I think the first, it's 2 seasons. I watched the first season. I got to get to the second season.
That shit is honestly incredible.
It is.
That shit is
You've watched
incredible.
all 3 seasons?
The entire thing. I hope they start shooting season 3 now. That shit
I know
is
that the next season they're shooting is the last season.
This shit already deserves an award, and they just got to 36 chambers. They just got to the first
because
album.
they could go so much further with all even the solo careers.
Exactly.
Yeah, they could do a lot with that.
No, that show is really, 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 really fucking good.
Yo, have you ever seen a vitamin water display at your local store? It looks like you're walking into an actual rainbow. Is it just me, or are the flavors of vitamin water insanely attractive? Plus, with titles like Energy, Revive, Focus, Refresh, Essential, Power C, and XXX, it's easy to pick a flavor to match your vibe. The real flex is flavor. Don't forget to check out the newest flavors, Gutsy Watermelon Peach and Look Blueberry Hibiscus.
All right, so obviously you guys are here with us. It's just Say Less with Kaz, Lo, and Rosy. But we got one of my good friends, honest comrade, Rory.
It's Say
here.
Less with Rosy and Rory, and then Lo.
Okay.
Wait, our names.
No, I get it. Okay.
All right, Rosy.
All right, you just leave.
Okay, go ahead.
Leave right now. Okay.
Fine.
Anyway,
you could be Lori.
Ooh, Lowry.
That was
Lowry.
Shut up.
All right, fine.
Anyway, you just signed a $10 million deal.
I did not.
Did you?
Matter of fact, speaking of
Did
that,
you?
I want to quickly go back to that Wu-Tang shit about Ghost.
He said, hold on, one more thing.
The fact that first season starts with Raekwon, and I don't know if this is true or they just did it because of the show.
Right.
Raekwon literally taking a Tech 9 and shooting into Ghostface's house with his mother and 2 brothers, like spraying up his house. And now they're best friends. I feel like any beef could be squashed. I watched that shit and said, you know what? Maybe I should call Joe. If Raekwon can shoot up his fucking house with his mom in it, I think all of us can do anything.
Anything could be fixed.
Dog, if you got my fucking 2 brothers who are also handicapped, my mother in there, you spray that shit up.
Right.
Sorry, Drake and Kanye. We don't care about your beef.
I want to know what that conversation was like. Like with that, like.
Oh, after
Raekwon
the initial,
like, how'd y'all fix that?
Didn't they? No, they went to junior high together.
I want Yeezy and Gucci to think about this.
Bro, somebody
did it.
I mean, yeah, they did it
for
for
the
the culture.
Go.
That's as far. They're not gonna be best friends.
You're not doing none of that shit.
And so some people just don't need to be cool anymore. Like
people
can coexist
that's
and
my
just
thing.
not like each other.
All right, here's my thing.
And not talk about each other.
I want to go back to that.
Like not be beefing, just
but
coexist.
Kanye and Drake don't need to be friends.
You
like
hate-
they can
He does not.
I do not like this situation.
He does not like it.
Bro, they can coexist, and they have
I
been
don't get it.
they've been coexisting for the last 10 years. They don't have to do this.
Just stop wasting good music talking about each other.
That's like, bro, they don't have to do this. Drake
Looking
can
at
be over
this
here.
list.
Kanye can be over here. We don't need a fucking fake ass concert promoting something that we could have been shed light on through other avenues. This shit seems so forced. It seems so unorganic.
You hate it.
I'm sorry,
you
bro.
were gonna
Like,
hate it.
and I want niggas to make their money and make great music together. But like, some people just don't need to be cool.
Where does this leave Push?
That's a good question.
Wait, what about
That's a very good question.
Kanye and Big Sean? Are they okay? They're beefing too.
Well, we already seen what happened with that when Kanye went on Drink Champs and somebody said about Big Sean. And
No, I know. I'm saying like, are they cool again now, or it's still?
honestly,
issue?
like if I'm Big Sean, I'm done.
I'm done. All right.
I'm not. Like you're not
That's
gonna
what
sit
I
on
was
there like embarrass me and say like the worst thing I could have done was sign Big Sean and the reason why I'm dead is because I signed Big Sean. Like, bro, like now we're going too far.
Yo, can you pull up?
Like you're digging too deep with it now. Like that's we're not doing that. So anyway,
Please, no, hold up. Please pull up the clip from last night
What
from the
clip?
game. Please.
From the game?
Yeah. I
What
wanna
game?
The
watch
show
this.
on BT from 10 years ago?
What are you talking about, bro?
The,
We're gonna get to the malice.
No,
in
no,
the
no.
palace.
I want to see it though when he gets to it.
Bro.
Oh, the basketball game.
Yeah,
You're talking about the
I
game.
wanna,
Yeah,
no, I want to
I
see the image.
I still watch the
Continue.
game.
No, I want to see the
Is
image.
it's still running?
No, I just watch it on BT.
You watch it?
The game?
The show?
What? That's
I
my
saw like
shit.
2
I
episodes
like that
and I was
shit.
like,
That's my shit. That shit is corny as
Lo
fuck.
is really a middle-aged black woman.
So if you watched the game last night, Detroit Pistons playing the Lakers. LeBron and Isaiah were on the block together after a free throw. And LeBron, I don't think he did it on purpose.
that was pretty hard.
Put his elbow and his forearm in Isaiah Stewart's face, which resulted in being a pretty bloody eye, bloody lip, and Isaiah was just relentless of trying to get to LeBron. Now, from the clip that I've watched, and I've watched it several times, I looked like LeBron is trying to approach him to say, like, my apologies, I didn't mean that. Because I saw, if you go back, if you watch the clip, you can see how LeBron.
Let me ask you a question.
I agree with you.
Let
It
me
looked
ask
like
you
he
a
was
question.
generally concerned.
Yeah,
Okay,
usually.
but let me ask you a question.
What?
If you're bleeding from the fucking side of your eye, are you trying to hear anything that the person did?
No. I don't. That's adrenaline.
At that
That's
time?
adrenaline right there. And he probably thought it was on purpose. But if you watch the clip and you press play, Jake, you watch what happens after LeBron does it.
Mm-hmm.
So then he's unaware of like what's going on. So he's trying to approach him like, my apologies. But then, like you said, he's probably got adrenaline, like he's got blood running down his chin, his eyes swollen. Now everybody's holding him back. Everybody's running up to him. Now the other players are running up to him. So now I don't think his energy is even at LeBron anymore. It might be at Westbrook. It might be at Anthony Davis.
It's at everybody.
It's at
His
everybody
eyes
now.
bleeding.
Okay. Do you see the security guards and the struggle they're having? Because obviously he's a big dude and super athletic. This gave me, since we're on Say Less with Kaz, this gave me PTSD of the one time I had to try to hold Kaz back from a situation. And my fucking 5'9", 150-pound ass was trying to hang on to Kaz. Like, no.
You gotta put your heel down. Like,
Let's not.
I don't want to get into the situation. I just have I understand these security guards. It's very like that's what I was looking
NBA,
at.
I have a question, NBA. Why don't y'all have like club security guards?
Look at that.
They need club security
at it.
guards. Look at this.
So like LeBron is nowhere near it.
He's just powering.
So now look at Russell. Russell's ready to throw hands. So I don't think his energy is even directed at LeBron anymore. I think everybody's now jumping in, saying shit, yelling shit. So now he's just literally going crazy. And then you saw him run out the tunnel.
Did you see the clip where Melo was talking to one of his
He's like, he ain't coming over here.
Like, and what you doing over here? Because one of the teammates was over there. He's like, what are you doing here?
So when I first saw that clip, I didn't understand why Melo had that energy. But then when I saw Homeboy run out the tunnel, that's why
he's coming out through the other side.
That's why one of the Pistons ran over to the side.
Oh, it was Joseph.
Melo had to redeem himself.
From what?
There was a fight. I think it was the Pistons and the Knicks. Nate Robinson was still on the team.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a fight, and Melo didn't look the greatest in the fight. So I think he needed to kind of just redeem what people thought of him.
If anything,
and be gangster real quick.
I'm not saying he's not.
If he did anything,
with Melo's reach, I would lose that fight easy.
He definitely redeemed himself last night. Because I just saw that clip before I came here, and I was just like, ugh, don't want to cross Melo.
No, he was like, nobody's coming over here. What are you doing over here? I was like,
you know what?
Shit.
It probably was, because at the Tiana Taylor show,
he was there?
She has a segment where she brings a fan on stage during the song 69 and performs on the woman.
Right.
Lala was in the crowd, and she was the one on the second show. So if I'm Melo, I feel him. Because you can't beat Tiana Taylor.
So
I
you're
would be
saying...
like, listen, I'll put it this way.
Hold on.
I'll put it this way.
I know what he's saying, but I want him to finish.
All right, I'm into women liking women. And I've never been insecure when a woman I was dealing with was also dealing with another woman. I've been cool with that.
Yeah.
You don't think
but
you never
it's never been Tiana Taylor, because I know I'm getting replaced.
I was going to say, you never thought your woman could find a woman to replace you? That didn't scare you at all?
If you own your shit, you own your shit.
But
because what if
Tiana,
she's a little
I'm
more
nervous.
gay?
Yeah, if I'm dating someone and she's bisexual and
Tiana can do everything better than
pulls
me.
up on us and we're just at
Tiana can do everything better than me.
She can do everything better than me.
like she can stand there and breathe better than me.
Oh no.
So maybe Melo kind of has some of that energy. Like,
so he was just mad about
the
that.
aggression was okay.
Okay,
right.
so that's where his aggression.
I get it.
And shout out to Lala and Melo.
Yeah, nice way to end this segment. Great way to end the segment, Rory.
I'm Team Melo. I've always been Team Melo.
I get that though. Sometimes you just be mad. You show up to work mad about something else.
Nah, that nigga was mad at something else.
That's what I'm saying. He showed up mad,
and he pinpointed
over
it
something else, and then this happened. But look at his. All right, go to
anyway, Rory. So you and Maul have stepped out and formed your own team, and got the new Rory and Maul podcast. You guys already did 2 live shows, in New York and LA. So that's one. Congratulations on that. Because y'all
did not take any fan on stage and perform 69.
Yeah,
so
that's
Tiana already got me beat on that.
See?
Okay, all right.
Lala didn't go to any of the shows.
When you start doing that, let me know. We're gonna go. Okay. No, not for that. I'm just saying I want to watch it. I would love
friends.
to.
Wait, bro. Like,
I know I'm funny, but goddamn.
He got the chuckle dick?
The chuckle dick.
Rory, no. I'm just saying.
He got chuckle dick?
Look, if you did that, I would want to go because that would be
funny
to watch. If you had a live show and was like, yeah, we have a 69 segment where I bring a fan on stage, I'm like, this is going to be funny.
Yo, one time, you know how women with their intuition claim all that shit is true and everything? No. One time you was bartending at Last Lab.
Okay.
And a young woman came up to me after you and I were speaking, and she was like, she likes you. I'm like, dog, no, she don't.
I'm like, my nigga, read the room.
That's Rosy does not like me. It's like, I promise you that girl likes you. I'm like, she doesn't. I promise you she don't.
So, all right, so do you think that was...
That's my people for a long fucking time.
Do you think that was a tactic for her to get your attention?
No, I knew the woman that said it to me.
Oh, you knew her?
Yeah.
I thought somebody ran
to see his reaction. To see
I thought somebody ran
fucking around.
That was just like watching y'all.
Because women do that to see your reaction, to see if there's like even like a study. Oh, y'all fuck around already. Okay. Or y'all have. Or okay.
I'm like, well, I mean, if we're not dealing with each other, so it should be...
I've had that with Lo too.
I'm like, if we're not dealing with each other, it shouldn't
no,
be
not
any
like
of your
that.
business.
I'm saying there was a girl that Lo was dealing with at one point that didn't like me. Then I was like, I'm just here.
See, like, I think I'm not even gonna go into this shit because, like, I have too many situations like that.
Like, I'm
not
just
even,
here.
I
I'm
can't.
literally just existing.
I can't do it.
Do you want this drink or not, bitch? Because
actually, I do want to drink. Yeah, so
right. That's how I gotta look at the girls. Like,
maybe she was in dire need of the friend attention that Lo was giving to you.
I don't know. I don't know. Why would that girl say that? Did I touch your shoulder or something?
No, you were on the other side of the bar.
But sometimes it's like even a touch is like,
man, bitches be jealous. Anyway, like fuck it. Like that's just lay the land.
All right, cool.
So you and Maul stepped out. Y'all got y'all live shows going. The merch is popping. The podcast is popping. Talk to me about this deal. Not what it's worth or
No. Fucking crazy.
No.
Where are y'all gonna be?
We are on Serious Stitcher. More sauce.
Rory.
This is why it's great to have your friends on there because you catch every little thing that they say. And I heard every little thing he said, and I'm like, only
That was
certain people are
fucking
gonna
funny.
understand that shit. But the funniest thing he said to me, he was like, "Yo, if Ray and Ghost can resolve their issues, I might have to call Joe."
I could call Joe now. Well, shit.
Like maybe.
I don't know.
So yeah, fuck Kyle Rittenhouse.
Yeah, fuck him.
Fuck Kyle
Agreed.
Rittenhouse.
Didn't he put out? Did he put out a statement today or yesterday talking about
No, he
self-defense?
did an
And not about
interview
race?
with an interview with Tucker Carlson on
Today
Fox
or
News.
yesterday?
No, it's airing tonight at 8:00. They put out a clip this morning, and he said the verdict was not about race. The trial and the case had nothing to do with race.
Only a white person that got acquitted would say that. Sorry, Rory.
And
No,
I'm
I
not-
agree with you.
And honestly, like this shit happens in America a lot, where we see, white privileged kids or, adults, whatever, get over on the justice system or not get convicted of shit or whatever the case is. So this didn't surprise me at all.
Just
It didn't shock me.
arrogance and lying from, specifically like Fox News and out of Kyle's mouth, this has nothing to do with race because
Well, also
all the
fuck
people that were
Fox
killed were
News.
white is like the most rudimentary, surface, stupid level of thinking about that case because a black person wasn't murdered. This isn't about race. That entire
Or because it wasn't a
interaction
black person that did
was
it.
because his side that is against what that movement that they were protesting about, they showed up there not to protect anything. They showed up with ARs because they don't agree with that message and what is going on. So it's 100% about race. Just because there happens to be white people that are involved in the BLM movement when it protests, the subject matter of why we're all here is for black people. And you had an issue with that
With
protest.
that. So
Your
you
action,
want-
your
so you want
action,
to
your-
eliminate
your-
people.
your
Yes.
action, your intent was to disrupt that service or that message.
And
so
to
that,
just
so yeah,
fuck
so
with anybody who supported that movement.
100%, it was about race.
And the fact to say the self-defense shit, and I will say, I do look at, granted, I have the privilege of having the lens where my life is not necessarily on the line in these circumstances. So that first guy was clearly mentally unstable that initially he killed. But to say it's self-defense and the people that are around an AR-15 don't feel like they need to protect themselves is just the oxymoron of the self-defense narrative that they keep saying. If I see somebody with an AR-15 and I just heard that you just killed somebody, it's my motherfucking self-defense too.
Right.
And to say, oh, we all need to have guns. The person that was killed had a gun. The second person. Trying to protect himself, self-fucking defense, because
But he
that
probably had
gentleman
a
was running
pistol
around
versus an
erratically with a
AR.
fucking AR-15.
And the crazy thing about this whole
And the second guy
situation-
that was killed was a paramedic trying to help people when they started this narrative. Kyle went over there to clean the walls of graffiti. Like,
Yeah.
come on, son.
They
This
got-
is the
they-
corner shoot. We know why he went over there.
No, bro.
I don't care what you prove or didn't prove. We know what time it
We
is.
know what it. And he's on video saying that if I wish I had my AR when like the people they were burning down CVS or whatever they were burning down at this point. But like you're going down there to prove a point against a peaceful protest, and the fact that he said, "Oh well, I support the Black Lives Matter movement." That's like saying like, "Well, I'm not a racist. I have black friends."
All right.
That's pretty much that's the
Also,
equation of it.
My best friend I grew up with is black.
Yeah, how can I be
Shut
racist?
up.
I'm like, bro, like you went down there with the intent to harm
Let's say
people
let's say it's
representing a
not
stance.
peaceful. People were protesting an event that happened that was not peaceful.
Right.
Why, when something unpeaceful happens, the people it happens to have to be peaceful?
Because
And then why can you come down with a gun and say you're here for peaceful protest?
Where's
No,
he-
you have a
where's he
fucking AR-15, idiot.
where's he
There's
from?
there's nothing peaceful about
Semi-automatic
running around
weapon.
the streets with a fucking automatic rifle.
Right.
Who like what? This shit
Where
is
is he
is
from?
fucking crazy.
Huh?
Where's he from? Virginia or some shit? Where
No,
is he from?
No, this was in like
that's
I mean,
mad racist.
Listen, am I racist? Am I?
Why is Virginia the first state that came to your mind?
White people from Virginia?
Do you know white people from all 50 states?
True. But the South is special. Like,
You know white people from Queens?
You know white people from
His
Staten
name is
Island?
Donald Trump.
You know,
Listen,
Pete
where is he
Davidson,
from?
Staten Island.
Oh, we don't know where Pete Davidson's from.
Anyway, I mean, I don't want to spend too much time on it, but I just wanted to get your thoughts and obviously get your thoughts on this Kyle shit. But it's just like, it doesn't surprise me. It never will surprise me. America's judicial system is...
Now, to be honest, I didn't think he was going to get acquitted on everything.
I did.
I
did. Like, when I saw that crying shit, I'm like, oh, he's getting off.
And on top,
He's
like,
getting
even
off.
if...
I thought maybe like one.
No. And you saw the judge is clearly a racist.
He's fucking nuts.
Like, you heard the Asian joke he made?
No. Don't want to watch
Pull
it.
that
Don't
clip.
wanna
I mean, and the fact that...
The odds were stacked against.
All right, let's
this
say
entire situation.
he got off correctly because of how the laws are written. Let's go with that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say that it is actually legal for a teenager to possess an AR-15 and take it across state lines and walk around the streets with it.
Mind you, his
let's
mother
say
dropped him off.
let's say that's legal. Let's say
sounds
that
like
he
a
did get off
fucking
legally.
movie, bro.
Does anyone see how fucking crazy that is?
That sounds
Why
like a
is that
movie.
legal?
That sounds like a movie.
Bro, like there are days I wake up and I love America and I love, what policies and politics, and then there's other days I wake up and I see shit like this, and it's just like, how does the world switch in 12 hours?
Because you don't love America, you love like the people you deal with and
Okay.
you speak to and you're with. You love your
Okay.
friends, you love your family.
Okay.
You don't like fuck America. Like it's not that.
But I love like that the job that I work at. I love where I live. I love that I have the freedom to go and do places and learn things and see shit and travel. I love that. I love that aspect. So I guess, I don't love America. I love my life.
Yeah, you love your life and your people.
Yeah.
This is a callback to the bar being so low, of women being like, he didn't lie to me. I feel so good. You should be able to walk around with freedom. You shouldn't feel excited because you have freedom. That should be standard.
So the low, all right, so the
Like,
so the bar is very low for America.
When people say, and especially when they say bring up other countries, like if you don't like it here, leave. Like you have freedom, other people don't have freedom. So I shouldn't feel so fucking great that I have free. It should. That's the standard. People should be free.
Like the fact that
so
like-
I should bring up other points.
Right.
Freedom should be down here.
It's like the
Here's
fact
my other
that, like,
points
the
I
fact-
hate.
Yeah,
The fact that I
here's
leave-
the other things I want. Like,
The fact that I leave the house and like it's kind of like a breath of fresh air that I didn't get into any shit. It's like, damn, like that was the
that's
accomplishment.
terrible. Yeah, that's
Especially as a black man, it's just like, bro, like at any point this shit could get very wicked. Like between cops, between people who are just like fucking crazy, or people who see you and.
But honestly, and then, all right, this is a terrible way to bring this up, but it's like, we get mad at shit like that, but then it's like, we also have to take into account our own people doing shit. Because even with the whole young Dolph shit, like, we have to take into account, like, our own people doing it as well. Like, in our little communities and all that, like.
You're absolutely right.
We can't change anything if we don't change within our communities first. And the fact that someone can't go back to their hood.
But see, like, all right, see, like that's that. That so not to cut you off, but that cycle starts from generations and generations and generations down. So before we change ourselves, we have to change the generational cycle. We have to break that shit.
That's what I'm saying.
No, so I understand that, but like it's easier said than done.
I understand that.
Because like you don't know what your father's father, mother's mother, like you don't know what they went through and what they're carrying to you and yours and your friends and all that. Like I could easily sit here and preach like, yo, we gotta stop doing this, we gotta stop doing that. But like, bro, like the families and the sacrifices and all the circumstances that people are going through, it's just innate. Like that's just how they roll. That's how people are programmed to believe things, to look into things.
But and also
And
why
it
I hate
sucks.
those two things are, I hate when those conversations are connected and that's become like the narrative of like, oh, what about black on black crime?
I don't like that
because
either.
here's the thing.
I don't like that either.
Let's say Dolph's killer is caught by the police.
Right.
Guess what's gonna happen? He's gonna do life in prison. No questions asked.
Right, because if
No questions asked.
If
That's
it was Kyle,
why this is a completely separate.
it
That's
is separate.
people don't understand the real problem with the police brutality conversation, specifically white people. It's we understand when black people murder each other, they go to jail for life. Mm-hmm. There's accountability that happens. There's a justice in it. Mm-hmm. When cops do it, everyone gets off. Why those are two separate conversations. Mm-hmm. And how I know all of Fox News does not actually be in these communities. I've never heard a black person say it's okay that we kill each other. That black on black crime is not a problem. I've heard black people talk all the time how much it is an issue in their lives. It is everything. Y'all are just not listening. You're only listening because they're talking about cops now and want to use this black on black crime shit as an excuse.
No, I just feel I see what you're saying.
Chicago is trying their best in their own community.
That's
They're trying.
but that's what I'm saying.
You're just not highlighting.
Try more.
Right.
Like, yeah, and it should be highlighted.
No, it's not try more.
Did you see the interview?
It's highlight more.
No, did you see the interview from the lady in Memphis that said they pass these laws so that we can kill each other, like these gun laws and shit. Like they do that so that we all have weapons and whatever anything pops off, we do kill each other. And she's right. Like there shouldn't be these open carry laws and
I mean, certain states in certain states in the South that's just how they.
I feel that, but
those are their policies. Like, you can't really do shit about that.
Keep it at home, whatever. If somebody comes into your
home,
that's
so again to your point, you got to. It's generational shit. Everything is generational cycles, and the only way to break this or to change it, you got to break the generational cycle. But it's not that easy.
It's not easy at all.
It's not easy. So to his point, that's why it's corny when people say, "Well, what about the black on black crimes?" I'm like, do you understand how deep this shit really is?
Yeah.
Do you want to listen to the conversation, or do you want to just keep poking fingers?
And people don't, because I see a lot with the Kyle shit, and with every time this happens, they'll all say, "I don't see any protests for black on black crime," or they'll bring up when a kid is hit by a stray bullet or something in Chicago. They always bring that. Y'all just don't realize what the point of a protest is. It's for people that feel unheard. Now, black on black crime, black people don't feel unheard amongst each other. They can talk about their issues on their own, and they're doing it. Protests are because y'all are not listening to them.
Right.
That's what this is for. If they went out and protested black on black crime, they could just talk to each other. We're making a point because no one's listening to us as the system of what's going on. Black on black crime is not the system.
That's
the system is police.
Right.
It's drastically different.
And
we're
protesting the police. We're protesting the system. We're protesting how these policies are made. We're protesting because, like you just said, like no one is fucking listening. We're in our communities talking to each other. We're around each other talking to each other. We need to hear each other first before we let the world hear us. That's how I look at it.
And I mean, I feel, because I always struggle with that side of shit. Like, I don't like, and I want to make it clear, I'm not speaking.
No, I'm not. Bro,
sometimes I want to shut up because I don't ever want to sound like that like woke white person that's speaking for black people. Like I hate that white guy.
But bro,
like sometimes I just gotta say shit for other white people to be like, yo, all right, I'm gonna break it down for your white ears from my white mouth. Because you're not listening to them. Yeah. But because I never want to be, because I hate that white savior guy too. That's like, you know, black people can speak for themselves. You know, they're really upset.
And it's like,
you don't need to be.
They're not listening.
Like, oh my god, I feel so bad. Like, dog, they know. They're aware.
But you can also tell who does it for, like, you know, and who
genuinely
does it.
We know it.
Yeah,
and the thing about Rory is like he really doesn't speak a lot about it. Like, I know how he feels, and like we talk a lot, but like there's always people that twist and turn words and you know, you'll profit off the black culture and this, that, and the third. It's just like what does that have to do with anything? Like, I have a job. Like I love this culture, but I'm also aware of what the fuck is going on that y'all don't understand for some odd reason.
And I feel them.
No, yeah, no,
I totally when people say you're profiting off black culture and have a problem with it, guess what? I feel you. I understand your point of view on that. Now, is there ways I can contribute more than I can take? That's where I have to find that space. Not take as much and contribute more. And still be cool with being a guest. Of course. So, but when people feel that way, even like when I became a Kappa, there was obviously people that was like, the fuck, man. Like, this is historically black.
Hold on, it's him and Schaefer. Shout out Schaefer.
But they know their history.
I would have
they know their history.
Come up to me all the time, like, don't listen to that. Like, come on, you bro, like all the shit you do for Cap. I'm like, no, I totally get them feeling that way.
Right.
I get it. That's why it's my duty, if I am here, to contrip more than I take. That's really it.
No, listen, man. I didn't mean for it to get this heavy.
I like it.
Okay, we here now.
I didn't mean for it to get this heavy, but you know, we are.
Let's have people cut this up, take it out of context, and cancel me.
Here's the funny thing about like what you were talking about. Like while I was listening, I'm like, okay, are they gonna take this out of context? Let's use this one.
I mean, which is fine.
But I know, like I already know how it goes. Like I've seen, like
everything's gonna be taken out of context. Honestly, if something gets taken out of context to
watch
then go viral to make people watch the whole thing, that's a win.
And if anything, if we're having a conversation, like we've had our disagreements, whatever. Like if you're saying something, I'm not gonna I don't fuck with, I'm gonna give you pushback. But I know you can actually back up your responses. You can give me context of what you're talking about. Because like I'm not always gonna understand your point of view. But if you sound crazy, I'm gonna give you pushback.
Listen, man, I'm just trying to be as good as Pete Davidson. That's all. Just want to be Pete, man.
This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp Online Therapy. Now, listen, it's always important to take care of your mental health, especially in this day and age where there's a lot of things going on. A lot of things are confusing. You still want to take care of your mental. We see the doctor and go to the gym to take care of our bodies and prevent injury and disease. We do chores regularly to avoid a messy house. Going to therapy is just like that. It's a routine maintenance for your mental and emotional wellness to prevent bigger issues down the road. BetterHelp is customized online therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat sessions with your therapist so you don't have to see anyone on camera if you don't want to. It's much more affordable than in-person therapy, and you can start communicating with your therapist in under 48 hours. Why invest in everything else and not your mind? This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp, and Say Less with Kaz listeners get a 10% off the first month at BetterHelp.com/sayless. That's BetterHelp.com/sayless. Take care of your mental.
To close the Dolph thing, I did see today that they had found the Mercedes. Well, allegedly, we're not sure. Found the Mercedes.
No, they found the Mercedes at some abandoned trap house. I think they have one of the shooters.
I think a gentleman was killed in front of that trap house.
Oh yeah, but
So-
was he a shooter?
Wait,
or he was
based on the Dolph after the
Oh
Dolph?
no,
shit?
somebody
all
was
alleged.
killed in front of the spot.
Where the Mercedes was.
No, yeah, someone got shot at his memorial in front of the cookie store. I think the day of actually.
Bro, that shit makes me so sad. That fucked up my day.
Well,
It
yeah,
is.
I mean,
I'm like, the man was getting cookies at 12:30.
yeah, he was going to get dessert for his mother, and they
Chocolate
literally
cookies.
ran up on him. And I saw a video where like his arm was hanging out the
window,
store. And I'm just
like-
fuck, bro. But shout
yeah.
out to
Tried not to.
And
click any of
this is
those.
also another thing. Stream his music because he owns all his masters. So whatever you stream goes directly to his family.
And the first person I thought about was Key Glock because
Key Glock was here a week before.
He
I know, I
was
watched the
just
episode.
here,
Yeah.
and I thought about him because I'm like,
He deleted all his shit.
man, he want his space, and he posted yesterday
Yeah, he
saying
finally
like he's
posted
not
yesterday.
okay. So stop
Nigga, I
asking him
wouldn't be
that.
either.
That's always the interesting thing with people grieving. Because I felt him of like, stop asking me.
He
if
was like,
you
stop
know
asking
I'm
me
not
if I'm
okay.
okay.
Like,
I'm not
bro, like,
okay.
you
Then
know
some
I'm not
people
good.
need you to just ask them if they're okay, even though you know they're not. That's where grieving.
Well, you can also
when your
reach
friend
out
is
and be
grieving,
like,
where
I'm
it's
thinking
tough.
about you. Hope
Yeah.
but are you okay? No, you know
Clearly.
I'm not good.
Yeah.
I'm not good.
Like, dog, I'm not gonna hold you. Like when my mom passed and those questions, I'm like, yo, no.
You know what's funny?
What?
When my dad passed, like people that knew me they didn't even ask me. They called me and started like talking shit, like to joke around, because they know how I'm weird with emotions.
Yeah.
So they didn't even tap into that. They were just like, "Yo, you good? Like what's
Bro,
going on?"
the-
Blah blah,
the
cracking
night-
jokes, and they're like, "I mean, yo,
The
if
night
you
my
need
mom
anything."
passed,
I was
it
like,
was
okay.
him and Niles. They came to the hookah bar in Jersey that I always go to. He brought a bottle of white wine. He sat right next to me and didn't say a word.
Yeah,
And we just passed the hookah.
it's nothing. You know why?
It's
I
like, what are you
respect
gonna- what are you
that,
gonna
Rory?
say?
Some people just need.
I
people
respect
near
that
them.
because there's nothing. When someone passes, there's nothing you can say to someone.
Like what?
You
When
just
I'm
have
about
to
to cure Lo's feelings, like I have the
No.
words. Like no, like dog.
You're gonna hit them with the cliche shit. Like I don't want to hear
Yeah.
this shit.
Like I didn't heard it all day.
Just drink with me and just be here.
He was like, "Where you at?" I'm like, "Yo, I'm at the hookah bar." I'm like,
Make sure I don't collapse walking out.
and
that
he was
thing.
like, and it was Christmas Eve, so like, in his mom, he told me his mom was like, "Yo, go be with your friend.
Yeah.
yeah,
Like, leave. Like, you don't need to be here. Go be with your friend." He sat next to me for like 3-4 hours. And didn't say a word.
yeah. That's why I respect everyone that called me. Everyone that called me was like, "You need
I mean,
anything?" Like,
people-
because I was in North Carolina too,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
they're like, "Do you need anything? Like, you want us to come down? Like, what you need?" And I was like, "No, I'm good."
Yeah. Sometimes that's all people need, just to know that you'll show up.
Yeah,
I don't need
They
your
need
words. There's
energy
nothing to
and
say.
yeah, they need energy and
Nothing to
compassion.
say.
That's it.
I'm good.
All right, sorry to end on a sour note, but it is what it is. We're friends here. We're all real life friends, so we can talk about real life shit. Rory, man, thank you for coming through.
Of
I
course.
know how busy your schedule is, and I know you got a lot of things to do, but thank you for coming in.
Yeah. No.
You know,
I
fuck
want
with
to be
your
a recurring
friends.
guest.
Yeah, please do
Thank
come
you,
back
White
whenever
Kaz.
you want.
White Kaz
Rosie,
did great.
yeah, White Kaz
fucking
did.
nuts.
Hey, White
White
Kaz
Kaz
outfit.
did
They're gonna
great.
take this out of context and say I don't blackface.
Oh my God! If y'all do that shit, I'm blocking everybody.
White
Don't
Kaz
do
had
that.
Kaz stepped up the fashion game today.
It's still just as fitted.
Yeah, but you know,
Kaz would do this 100%.
Kaz is new Kaz is not.
But he would just have like on a
new
pink,
Kaz lost a little weight.
Like this would have been pink.
Well, he's gonna put it on with the dad.
Oh,
the
yeah.
dad.
That dad body about to be crazy.
I seen him in the gym the other day. I was like, just give into it, bro. Stop trying to fight it, man.
Like, first of all, it's a little too late.
Stop trying to fight the dad.
My nigga, like you should have been doing this like 3 months ago. Like, don't do it 2 days before your baby's born.
It's like when summer come around and it's like May and you're like, oh, let me try to get my summer body. Like, you should have done this in December.
Working out.
You should have been in the gym in January. Right after January 1st, you should have been right in the gym. I don't want to hear about that shit.
Every time you can stop, do push-ups.
Like new me. Like, all right, whatever.
Well, I'm excited for Kaz.
I'm so excited for him.
Happy I could fill in.
No, yeah, we appreciate you for coming through. What you got coming up, man?
I mean, the show. I actually wasn't supposed to be here because we were supposed to shoot something in Atlanta that we pushed till after Thanksgiving that I'm excited about. Okay. So, another cool guest that I think will be different than most shit.
Okay.
But that and some shooting the shit.
Everybody enjoy your Thanksgiving. Be with your families. Be safe, travel safe. Rory, thank you for coming through, brother. I love you like, my mother's kid. Rosy,
My kid loves cake.
What you doing this weekend? You good? You chilling?
I'm chilling. It's Thanksgiving. Family. I'm
Jake.
Stay put.
What you doing this weekend?
Chilling.
Enjoying the family?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Like we always do.
Like we always do at this time. Stay free, stay safe, and always say less. We're gonna
I get the cool sound. Oh, wow. That's cute.
Okay, shut up.
What's up, y'all? This is Kaz.
Lowkey.
Rosy.
And thank you for checking out the Say Less podcast.
Don't forget to check out every new episode on Monday on YouTube.
And do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Mother